let perfect be the enemy of the good. I'm sure you've heard the expression, and on today's vlog, we're going to talk about what that means and what it looks like in my life and training when I get it wrong, and maybe some ways to overcome it and help out your training. Let's get it going. It's about 6:45 in the morning, and I'm a half an hour in to a 4-hour endurance ride. You may recognize the route from a video I've done. I'll leave that right up here. But given how things have been going for me lately, and the fact that I've got a lot of time on this ride today, I thought it would be a good time for me to talk about this flaw in my mentality. Have you ever bailed on a workout before it even started because you knew it wasn't going to go down exactly as it was planned? No? Just me? Remember that 2.5-hour ride you had scheduled, but you bailed on it because you only had an hour 45? Or how about that time you had a rough day at work or with your family and you knew your workout was going to be bad and you did it anyway? Kinda. Maybe you've got a small YouTube channel you're trying to grow and you scrapped an entire video because you messed up one shot. Okay, that last one's probably more of a me problem, but it does segue nicely into one of the ways that I combat this, which is through accountability. I'm telling you all about it because I want this to be a community where we can all grow together as people and riders. So, if this is something that you struggle with, drop a comment down below. Let us know. Give us some examples. Let's all talk about it. To really dig in on what accountability looks like and how it might help you, let's take a look at a real world example from yesterday.
Yo, it's Ivor. It has been a rough morning. I'm having a really hard time getting out the door to do my workout, and I've got VO2max repeats today. Let's try to get it going.
Starting to come unstuck. Here we go. Let's see what happens on number 4. All right, these are rough. Only 2 more. My mental gymnastics here is, this is the last one I need to recover from. So after I finish this one, I can bury myself in the next one and I'm done. Last one. Let's give it everything. Here we go.
Okay, so first and foremost, I need to work on my poker face because, yeah. Like I said, I was having a rough morning and I was having a really hard time getting out the door. The only reason I did make it out the door was because of a conversation I was having with my teammates and training buddies, Greg and Russ, and they politely told me to stop whining and get on my bike. In all seriousness though, they were very supportive. Everyone struggles with motivation sometimes. Greg specifically pointed out that even if one of those repeats goes badly and you end up at threshold, that's okay. Just try to push harder on the next one and get it back up to VO2 max. Without that, if I had something go wrong in the middle of a workout, that's probably it for me. I probably just throw up my hands and call it a day. A failed workout. But that's not all, then they kept checking in on me between the intervals to see how I was doing. I can let myself down, but I really have a hard time letting my teammates and coaches and friends down, especially when they're investing their time and mental and emotional energy into making sure that I'm doing my best.
And we're back outside, which is a great place to talk about the next tip that I have for you, which is to remember why it is you're doing this. For me, cycling just brings me so much joy. I love being outside. I love being on a bike. There just aren't very many better feelings than that. And without getting too deep or philosophical, some of the things that bring us the greatest joy in life also have the potential to bring us a lot of frustration and pain, which comes part and parcel when you fully invest yourself into something. Now, I just said cycling brings me joy, and it absolutely does, but I also really like winning races. And I haven't seen the podium in about 18 months at this point. And that's really frustrating. And on top of that, my training this season just seems to keep running into roadblock after roadblock. Some of them are me and my mental state, some of them are being sick or family obligations. And that can also be really frustrating. But man, I went out for an easy hour, hour and a half spin last week at Golden Hour, and I spent the first 45 minutes just feeling sorry for myself that my power isn't where I want it to be, and not enjoying the scenery that's around me. All that to say, when you are really invested in something, it's okay to feel frustrated sometimes, but keep the big picture in mind and really remember why it is you're doing it and what you love about it. To be clear, I'm not telling you to use this as an excuse to give up on your goals or to settle. What I am saying is to balance good enough is never good enough with not letting perfect be the enemy of the good. And part of why I was leaving so early this morning, it's about 6:45 in the morning, is because Crystal is going on a group ride today and I need to get home to relieve my mom so she's not watching the kids all day.
Like I said before, I want this to be a community where we can help each other grow as both riders and humans. So why don't you drop a comment down below and let me know what was your most ridiculous reason for bailing on a workout. Do you have a hard time getting going if you know things aren't going to go exactly as they should be? And speaking of things not going as planned, why don't you check out this video? But that's all for now. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.